I'm about to fight a hurricane. What are you waiting for? The joke? Hurricanes are only a joke if you're a Floridian, so that means 95% of you are freaking out right now. I live in Florida. I'm going to be hit by a hurricane, and I couldn't give less of a shit. Let me get a simple disclaimer out of the way, because YouTube gets nervous when anyone so much as breathes sarcasm on anything more serious than a paper cut. I'm not advocating that any of you do anything stupid if you're going to be affected by this or any future natural disasters. Take this shit seriously so we can hurry up and get back to my video where I make fun of hurricanes. After all, none of you out there have solid titanium skin like me that can withstand impact blows of up to 168 miles per hour. Nor do you have 7 millionaire girlfriends willing to replace each and everything you own in times of emergency or otherwise. Hang on, that's my phone. Hey, hang on, shit. Oh, hey Jessica, world-renowned ballet dancer and girlfriend number 4. What's up? Oh, you want to give me a brand new car just in case mine's damaged during the storm? Even though both new and used cars are currently hot commodities and well overpriced? Well, wow, there's only one thing I can say to that. It better be fast. Either way, I'm not scared, because I pay attention to the correct warning signs. If you use national news outlets to stay up to date on this stuff, good job confirming to me that you're a fucking idiot. Enjoy being convinced to panic buy toilet paper because for some reason you think having a clean ass is going to assist you with heavy winds and flooding. At least you'll reduce the risk of someone getting cholera when they drink from the stormwater downstream. I said I pay attention to the correct warning signs. I'm going to be using the Waffle House Index. Late-night boxing ring that occasionally serves food, Waffle House is a hot spot for mediocre grub, impromptu tests of how sharp your knife is, and quick damage assessment by FEMA. You know, the guys who come in and clean shit up when something really bad happens because God is finally fed up with our shit. The Waffle House Index was originally created by Craig Fugate, former FEMA administrator and current owner of some glasses that just aren't round enough for my tastes. Fugate saw that in the aftermath of the 2011 Joplin tornado, the most damaging tornado in US history, 2 Waffle Houses remained open like nothing happened. Fugate at the time didn't get the chance to peek inside to discover that they were both too involved in tense Mexican standoffs to notice there had even been a tornado in the first place, but Fugate is to blame, since he didn't account for the Waffle House Gold Standard, which all customers know gives any restaurant in Waffle House's chain an 80% chance of being involved in a Mexican standoff any given day. Fugate invented an informal grading scale based on the operations of these Waffle Houses as an informal way to judge the level of disaster response needed by FEMA when they enter an area that's been butt-fucked by heaven's wrath.
But Huggbees, you cry, isn't the Waffle House Index used to measure the destruction of a natural disaster after it happens and not before?
Yes, but remember, I said I can't be harmed by a hurricane. I have lived through 9 major hurricanes in my time, and I have come out entirely unscathed. Therefore, as we all know thanks to the laws of statistics, I have a 0% chance of ever being affected by any hurricane in the future. The point I'm setting myself up for here is if I am hurt or killed by this or any future hurricane, it'll be a strong dose of poetic irony, which is super funny. I'm aware of the concept of tempting fate. I am 9 steps ahead of you smarmy fucks in the comments section, and I always have been. But let's keep this all in character and pretend I edited this part out of the final product, okay? So why Waffle House? Well, according to FEMA, it's because of their good disaster preparedness, tendency to stay open during extreme weather, and quick reopenings. But we all know that's bullshit. The real reason is because Waffle House just doesn't give a fuck. A volcano could experience an eruption clocking in at about an 8 on the Volcanic Explosivity Index outside of a Waffle House, and the employees would be trained to just close the blinds and use the residual heat to more efficiently cook up their griddle cakes. Craig Fugate was quoted, "If you get there and the Waffle House is closed, that's really bad." He further devised 3 tiers within the Waffle House Index. Green, full menu. The restaurant has power, damage is limited or non-existent. Yellow, limited menu. There's no power, or if there is, it's from a generator, and food supplies are most likely low. Red, closed. severe damage, severe flooding, and most severe of all, something so terrible has happened that a Waffle House finally closed. Although knowing Waffle House, they probably just closed for 5 minutes so that they could all scoop out the floodwaters with buckets in a team effort to get all the water out just enough that you stay dry from the waist up so the kitchen isn't too flooded to serve up some 100% Angus beef burgers. Funnily enough, the Waffle House Index very rarely reaches red, because they, alongside other prominent chains in the southern United States like Home Depot and Lowe's, allocate resources towards disaster response and preparedness, to the point where most Waffle Houses have an entire game plan and menu devised for when there's no power or limited food stores. But in the past, they have reached the red zone. Waffle Houses have closed. It's certainly hard to get your customers to specify if they want their hash browns smothered, covered, chunked, or country when your restaurant is no longer in existence except for a sign and some chairs. Yeah, I'm looking at you, Biloxi, Mississippi. But I'm still standing here with all my limbs intact and a rudimentary cookbook known as my brain. So I'll fry you up whatever the fuck you want. And in the case of any major hurricane, I'll fry you up with a sucker punch. Because I'm currently 9-0 undefeated in this contest of strength. I have outlived every storm that I have dealt with, and I have walked away from all of them without even a scratch. I have yet to be bested by any catastrophic weather event, and it's certainly not going to change now. You're all misunderstanding the meaning of a hurricane warning. Isn't it a funny coincidence that whenever I step outside, the warnings all go off? It's almost as if the warning isn't for me. It's for the hurricane.
You dared to challenge a son of Sparta?